How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Of course, one of the most historical feats and perhaps the greatest regular season accomplishment all time. LeBron James surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's new all-time leading scorer. A record stood for nearly 39 years. Might take another 39 to get surpassed. James will make history again next season, becoming the only player to reach 40,000 career points. James will continue dominating, putting on the finishing touches to an illustrious career. That's easily the biggest record broken this season, doing so in spectacular longevity fashion. LeBron also tied Kareem for most All-Star game appearance and surpassing Jabbar for most All-Star games played. Starting each time, James from here on out will become the oldest to score this many points and whatnot, start creating new records for the amount of seasons he's played already. Been doing that the last couple years. Also went from 7 assists to 4th all time, while CP3 now 3rd all time in steals, passing Michael Jordan. Will pass Kidd likely in a year and a half, but no chance against Stockton. How about the Golden State Warriors absolutely destroying, abusing, annihilating, and humiliating the Portland Trail Blazers in every facet of the final regular season contest to wrap up the 6th seed? An all-time record 55 points first quarter. Golden State surpassed their previous mark of 51 back on January 15 of 2019, while the Charlotte Hornets tied that earlier on the season. Of course it had to be Golden State, making sure they're untouchable. Shot a blistering 20 of 29 from the field, 12 of 18 from 3. Clay 17 points the first period, 5 triples, made him the 3rd player to reach 300 bombs in the season, alongside Curry and Harden. Also the most threes made by a trio of teammates, 779 bombs. All three made at least 200 triples, Poole, Curry, and Thompson. Another record, the first time where 3 backcourt players on the same team averaged 20 plus points simultaneously. With all the injuries to Curry, Poole actually healthy, played all 82 games, started nearly half the games and averaged 30 minutes. Also put up 26 points without Steph this season, upping his minutes to 34 a game, while playing just 28 minutes to 56 games with Curry in the lineup. When the Splash Brothers and Poole start raining them bombs on Sacramento, it could be trouble for the Kings. Curry also became the first player ever with at least 10,000 points on 3-pointers alone. Next closest, Ray Allen with 8,919. One-of-a-kind player. When there's an NBA basketball museum out there, Curry will need one whole floor dedicated to himself with all the modern-day accomplishments. While the Miami Heat, going a perfect 40 of 40 from the free throw line, set a new record, passing Utah's mark set December 7, 1982. Jimmy Buckets tied for second most without a miss, 23 of 23 from the line. January 10th, a 112-111 victory. Miami needed every one of them shots to go in. Udonis Haslem, for Christ's sake. Yes, tied for the most points scored in a single game by a 42-year-old, technically the oldest since Kareem was only 42 and 3 days old when he did it. 24 points his final regular season finale, 20 long years, spent half his career sitting on the bench, the perfect definition of a hometown baller, landing a lucrative contract many players past their primes will never get, earned himself as a powerful locker room figure, most points he scored in the game since 09. The fact that he got a way more respectable farewell tour over Hall of Famer Paul Pierce, an absolute travesty. The only undrafted player yet to play 20 seasons. Doesn't say too much since he's played just 65 total regular season games over the last 7 years. UD still played fewer games than if a player was in the league for 11 seasons playing all 82. Keegan Murray becoming the first rookie to surpass 200 threes, the previous rookie record set by Donovan Mitchell's 187 triples. The Iowa star having huge productions on a playoff team, the 3rd best record in the conference, instant contributor, 12 points a game, 2/3 of his shots from behind the arc, the most successful offensive team over this past 82 games, 206 total bombs, despite not even being the main 3-point specialist on his team, which belongs to the red-hot Kevin Huerter. Jason Tatum scoring the most points all time in the pathetic absolute travesty of zero defense of an all-star game, the ultimate snooze fest. Credit to JT for balling out, 55 points passing Anthony Davis 52, scored in 2017, 2 of the worst all-star games we ever seen, a useless exhibition pickup basketball oriented style approach. If the league continues to not change anything, more meaningless records will be broken in these all-star games. With guys not even trying, 27 points scored in the 3rd quarter, also a record. Tatum set an even more impressive record, playing meaningful basketball, becoming the first Celtic to average 30 points in a game, giving the franchise historic success, an unprecedented scoring season, trumping Larry Bird's 29.9 point average back in 1988. JT played 74 games, while Nikola Jokic now officially has the most triple-doubles all-time by a center, having 105 total triple-doubles, could become number one all-time 4 or 5 years from now, having 29 of them this season. Joker just too short of Wilt heading into the start of this season, putting up ridiculous stat lines not done since Wilt. His team won 29 straight games when he recorded a triple-double, until losing to San Antonio while at the height of his MVP talks back in February. The two-time most valuable player struggled a bit to end the season, lots of hostile distractions and media members begging for any reason not to vote for him. How about becoming the only center to lead an NBA franchise in total assists? His brilliant passing ability deserves all the praise in the world, whether he wins another MVP or not this season. His offensive game, one of the best the league has ever seen. Luka Doncic, with one of the most incredible performances, developed the first 60-point, 21 rebound, 10 assist game, a filthy triple-double, first ever 60, 20, and 10, down 9 with under 27 ticks left, forced overtime, easily shattered Dirk Nowitzki's 53-point franchise high. If there was one thing positive to remember about the Mavs' disastrous season, Luka's performance in a comeback win over the Knicks will always be legendary. A huge league record, 203 total 40-point games this season, shattering the previous mark held in the 61-62 year, 142 total, nearly half of them by Wilt, but due to small amount of teams, nearly 3/4 of fewer total games than the modern era. 2019 second place with 137. This season, it's been Dame Dollar's 15 of them 40 pieces, but his supporting cast trash, while Luka, Mitchell, Embiid, Giannis, and Tatum also double-digit 40 bombs. Just this season alone, 16.5% of games somebody will drop 40. Highest scoring year on average since 1970. 6 players averaging 30 plus, tied for most all time, while Dame Lillard and Donovan Mitchell became the first pair of different players to score at least 70 points in a game the same season. No other year has any 2 players dropped 70 the same year, unless your name is Wilt Chamberlain, and Wilt of course did it 3 times, both in the 62 and 63 season. 70 only happened 13 times yet, and Wilt's name popped up 6 times. We could see more 70 pieces in the coming years due to the high usage in 3-point shot making. Donovan having the single scoring high in a game for the Cavs franchise just his first season goes to show how different today's NBA is compared to years past. Mitchell being the first player to drop 70 points, having 10 assists, still under the radar given the loaded young talent in today's NBA. Not a record, but James Harden, passing Michael Jordan for 6 all-time in free throws made, only trails the Big O, LeBron, Kobe, and the 2 Malones. If healthy, the Beard a chance finishing just behind the 2 Malones. How about the Sacramento Kings, finally breaking the NBA's longest playoff drought, 16 seasons, a long rewarding journey thanks to the young star of De'Aaron Fox and the controversial trade that landed All-Star Domantas Sabonis. With likely Coach of the Year winner Mike Brown, any team looking to make the playoffs just needs the best offense in the regular season. The rest will take care of itself. Now the joke's on the Charlotte Hornets, looking to snap their 6-year drought. Must have been an embarrassing moment for the Kings franchise, breaking the Clippers' 15-year drought from 77 to 92, but having home court advantage to start round 1, lighting the beam will be absolutely electric. Damian Lillard became Portland's all-time leading scorer, passing Clyde Drexler. How about a record never done, but matched on the same day? The Knicks became the first team to have 3 guys score 30 plus points and make 5 threes on the same night, but 3 Pelicans also did the same thing. Their game just ended a little later, unfortunately, April 5th, 2023. This shows how the league truly changed when you have new records accomplished, the same record being done a second time within minutes of happening next to each other, coincidence or not. The Finland sensation Lauri Markkanen becoming the first player to record 200 threes and 100 dunks in a season can do it all, showing off his versatility. One of the breakout stars, the franchise wouldn't want Rudy back as long as they have Lauri there. San Antonio setting an attendance franchise record, over 68,000 fans at the Alamo, new league attendance record overall this season. Don't forget about Ish Smith, playing for his 13th team this season, the most by any player. Giannis became the Bucks leader in games played, the king of Milwaukee. A lot more franchise records from certain players this season, not too big of a deal, records meant to be broken. What's your favorite moment of this past regular season? Let me know in the comments below. Love y'all, more good stuff coming soon. You don't want to miss out if you haven't subscribed. See you next time.